So my last book haul was in March, and since then I've collected quite a few books, so today will be my June book haul. I'm just gonna get down and show you the books because there's quite a few of them. So the first 3 books I have are Inkheart, Inkspell and Ink Death, all by Cornelia Funk, or Funke I think. My mum picked up the second one for me, Inkspell, in a charity shop for a few pounds, thinking that I already owned the first and third, which I didn't, so I then had to buy the others on Amazon, which was quite easy. I found them for a couple of pounds each, which was really good. I'm really looking forward to reading these ones because I watched the film of Inkheart, which I really enjoyed, so hopefully I'll really enjoy the books as well. Another series of books that I'm completing this month is the collection of Wizard of Oz books, which I've shown before. I've now got numbers 3, 4 and 5. Altogether, they just look really gorgeous, like paired with the numbers 1 and 2 on the shelf. They just look really, really nice, and I'm really happy to have them all now to put on my shelf and read through, as I don't think I've ever read any of the Wizard of Oz stories, so I'm quite looking forward to reading those. Next I have another trilogy, which I'm not entirely sure of the actual name of the trilogy. It starts with Rivers of London, Moon over Soho and Whispers Underground, and it's by Ben Aaronovitch. I've had these books on my wish list for a really long time, and I found them in The Works in England, so if anyone lives in England, I really suggest going in there at the moment because they've recently had a new stock put in and it's really good. On the front of this one it describes it as what would happen if Harry Potter grew up to join the police, which just seems really cool. It's about a detective who meets wizards and things like that, so I think I'm really going to enjoy these books. Next I have a book which a lot of people recommended to me after my May favourites, in which I said that Fight Club was my favourite film of the month, and weirdly after watching that film my mum found Fight Club, so I'm really excited to read it and compare it to the film, as I watched the film first rather than the book, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. If any of you watched my May wrap up and favourites, you will have seen that I received The Diviners by Libba Bray from my friend Phil at P Book Buddy, so I thought I would add it into my haul as this is from this month, and it is just gorgeous. I love the cover of this, and he bought me the American edition, which I'm loving, and I can't wait to get into it. So many people are like telling me to read it straight away, but I'm currently reading something else, so I can't. So reading more than one book freaks me out, so I can't do that. But can't wait to start it. Next I have 2 books that my grandparents found on the World Book Night. Oh, The Pearl Earring by Tracy Chevalier and The Secret Scripture by Sebastian Barry, and I can't wait to read these. I'm really happy to have them on my shelf and like stable kind of classics. I'm looking forward to reading them. I now have a couple of books that were sent to me from publishers in the past couple of months. Countdown City by Ben H. Winters, which is the second in the series of pre-apocalyptic stories from him, and the first one was The Last Policeman and I quite enjoyed that, so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. And the second book was sent to me from Harper, and it's The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. I'm really looking forward to reading this one as a lot of people have recommended it to me recently. As some of you may know, there was a meetup this past weekend in London with a load of booktubers in England, and it was just really exciting. It was so lovely to meet people that I've been talking to on the internet for a really long time. Sana from Books and Quills was there. She showed us around London and showed us all the cool bookshops. We also had awesome people like Benjamin of Tomes, Jean from Book It Shorts. It was just a really exciting day and it was really nice, and so I had to pick up a book obviously as we were in London and looking around the bookshops, and I picked up Shift by Hugh Howey, and I read the first one, Wool, a couple of months ago and really enjoyed it, and I didn't want to wait for the publishers to get more stock in to send me a free book. I loved it so much that I thought, actually no, I'm going to spend my own money on it and I'm going to buy a copy for myself. I bought this in Daunt Books in London, which was very exciting because it was a lovely bookshop, and I can't wait to get into it because it was such an awesome story when I read the first one, so I can't wait to see what happens next. And finally we have my book club book of the month, which is The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham, and I'm really looking forward to reading this one. As with all of the books in this haul, I'm really looking forward to reading it. It's been on my wish list for a really long time. My granddad suggested it to me years ago, I think. So I can't wait to see what this one's all about. I've had a lot of people suggest it to me, so I'm looking forward to it. So that's everything for today. If you've read any of the books that I've spoken about, then tell me in the comments. Tell me what you thought of them, if you enjoyed them, if you didn't. I'll be leaving my links to my Facebook, blog, Twitter, everything down below. If you want to friend me on Goodreads, go ahead because I love chatting to you lot on there. So I think that's everything. I hope you're all having a brilliant day and I'll see you soon. Bye! First favourite film, obviously The Great Gatsby. I went to see it the other day at the cinema and it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I read the books